Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to Scorched Earth. So, I missed a day of uploads, but that's okay, because, as I said at the end of the last video, we are going to finally move on to our brand new base location! Wow! Yay! So those of you that have been watching these series, both The Island and Ragnarok, know that when my base is dark and appears to be stripped bare of all of its resources, that means only one thing. It's time to shut this thing down and head on over to the new location. Now, I was kind of torn between where I wanted to build. I had a really tough time, because on this map there really aren't all that many different places to build that are really good. And I wanted to build in ruins, and I tried to, but I just didn't quite feel like doing it after I got started. I did kind of start a little bit, down a ways about, I think down here. Maybe, no, it wasn't that one. I marked a lot of them. I think it was one of these up here. There was some ruins that I started building in, and I just didn't like the layout of it. I didn't like how restrictive it felt. I like to have a lot of space. So what I decided to do instead was I built underneath one of the obelisks, and I had to pick, alright? Green's over here, red's over here, blue's up here. Blue's kind of too far away from anything. It's a decent distance away from the trench. There's only one cave nearby it. The dunes are right here, which is a plus, but they are right there to all of the other ones as well, so there wasn't much of a selling point. Green over here I built at so many times I'm kind of sick of looking at it. That really was it. Actually, before I bail, speaking of green, I do need to go over and grab my oil for my oil well. That's going to be a downside, is that I've got to travel pretty far to get to these. I usually always build down in this ravine somewhere, like just in this general screen you're looking at right now. But this time I decided against it, so I moved down to red. Red seemed to be the best location for me. Close to 2 out of 3 of the caves, close to the dunes, mountains all around it. That's one of those things down there. It's gonna come after me. I'm hoping it doesn't. I just want to grab my oil quick. I don't want no trouble. Why can't I select it? Why can't I select it? I got 12. What do you mean 12? Is that really it? 12? That all the oil that I got out of this thing? Yeah, they suck. That is really unfortunate. I guess it's a good thing that I was planning on making a Walliserops farm, because I'm gonna need that for farming. I still haven't done any of that yet. I haven't set up anything for that, and I haven't set up anything for that vulture farm that I said I was going to either. I just never did. I didn't care too much. I mean, I don't really need the resources right now. I've got a lot of resources. Once I finally have everything that I need to get a grinder, that's gonna be the tough part. And I think, honestly, in terms of oil, if that's gonna be that bad, my best bet may be fighting rock golems. And killing them is easier said than done, but I am able to do that with my INOstrancevia, or a Thylacoleo would work fine. Or I could bring over my Dinosuchus. Honestly, since I got a base put together, I think it probably is about time to bring them out. I have a main base, right? I'm at the point where I was able to get enough resources together to make this thing. I was very torn between the style that I wanted to do. Obviously, you're in the desert, you got 2 choices. You can either do an Egyptian pyramid temple type thing, or you can do like Wild West saloon type thing. So I did a little bit of both. Kind of, sort of. Mostly Egyptian. I built a giant pyramid. This design, I will say, before we even get over there, is not mine, and I will leave a link to the video. I think you pronounce it ETHOLDIR, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but if you go to the link in the description for their video, he did a complete and total, like, super comprehensive tutorial for how to build this, so if you want to build this base, if you like it, as we land here, when we get there, if you think it's really cool, definitely check that video out. Really well done. He even leaves, like, an ingredient list, like, what you're gonna need to build it, more or less, on average. Obviously, depends on where you're building it, but that was super helpful. Also, I will also say, one more time, that I had to do a little taming off camera. I had to get a certain big boy in order to gather all the resources necessary, but it worked out outrageously good. We'll talk about that when we get there, too. Alright, so without further ado, we're coming up on the ridge now. Get ready, folks, for the brand new Scorched Earth permanent base. Alright, here we go. What do we think? Let's get a nice little flyover, take a look. Look at all that design. Look at the temple, the towers, the greenhouse, the bridges. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. This place was a nightmare to colonize. Okay? Between these big bastards right here, blowing everything up every time they got temperamental, the Dzungariotherium attacking everything that moves, to wild roaming hordes of Spinosaurus. I had to block off this entire lake so nothing spawns in it now. But yeah, here we go. this is the new base, the pyramid that I'm going to be living in. Pyramid Ballman. So before we get into it too far here, let's go into camera mode, and that's the best way to do this here. Let's go ahead and give you a flyby. So this is the main building. This is the pyramid. Like I said, the tutorial for this is on YouTube, so just follow that link in the description, and you will be able to see how to make this thing exactly as designed in front of you. I did take a little bit of creative liberties as well, of course, as always. I definitely like this part right here, the front. This was not added to it originally. This is entirely custom. The plants that I used are custom, though they did use a lot of those. Then we got the top right here, of course, nice little glass. You can look in, see the whole entire base through it. It's cool. Then we'll do a little fly around before we get to the interior. Here's a little bridge that I decided to build with the excess pieces. Every single thing here is made out of Adobe, more or less. These wind turbines here I pretty much just got those out of loot drops as well. I don't really know what this little fella's doing up here. This is new. I guess a Pegamastix decided to move into my house. This is my little private domicile right here. Private domicile, if I can get in. If I can get inside of here, you can kind of see it. Just a little house. Got these towers right here, pretty easy to build, nothing too crazy. This is a little kind of like boat launch over here if you were to do any fishing. I am not going to, but I just needed something to put into the water that would stop Spinosaurus from spawning. I needed to do that. So I thought, you know what? Little boat launch, little fishing station, it looks nice. Then out here, you've probably seen a design like this before. I utilized this build right here from good old Lulz at Lance to make that suspension bridge. I kind of added the western flair to it. Normally you would just use wood, but I didn't really like the design of the inverted adobe for a bridge like this, so I just decided not to. I don't love this. I think I might flip this back upside down or right side up, I guess. But that's a thing. These little archways going into it. I thought it just looked really cool. Like I said, once again, something to stop things from spawning in the water. It's the same thing these towers are here for. That's literally it. Like, I put all this extra stuff around to stop Spinosaurus from spawning because I had to go to war with them. And then, of course, right here we have the greenhouse. The same type of tower build that I utilized on the island for the majority of my base. I didn't want to do the exact same thing again, but slightly, like, Scorched Earth themed. Oh, I can rotate. That's neat. I didn't know I could do that. Hold on. Whoa! Can I, like, meow? I didn't even know I could do this. Meow, meow. Oops. Meow, meow. I don't know. Okay, I'm a little distracted right now. I apologize. But yeah, I got a lot of these wind turbines. I've got so many of them. All of them from loot drops. So with that said and done, let's go inside the base now, take a look around, and see what there is to see inside of here. So inside the base, this is the large main entryway right here. This is kind of where I fly in my RG and whatnot to get inside the base with my Ankylo. And then down below, on the outside, this is another custom adjustment that I made. This whole side is not as described, but it's a similar design. This is just a balcony to come out and look out at the obelisk, where we're going to be bringing Titan Slayer Jr. and Bloodwing in very soon. We're going to the Wyvern Trench today, by the way, so get excited for that. And then we go inside the main room right here, and you've got the side entrances right there. We have 3. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, the interior is entirely Adobe. In his video, he suggested using, like, if you didn't like the tile design inside the pyramid, to flip those roofs the other way around and add another layer on the inside, which I thought was just, oh my god, we're not doing that. That's way too much work for survival. This is all legitimate, by the way, and I will show you how I did it here once we're done going over it. So we'll go down this way. This is kind of like a main central area right here, with a lot of custom things around. Barrel storages and whatnot from the Frontier Bob's Tall Tales. A lot of custom plants. I really, really like these. So those are rare flowers right there. They don't exactly fit very well into the plant pot, but these are rare flowers, and these glowing blue mushrooms come from the Cave of the Crag that we did in the last video. So you go around right here. It kind of looks like somebody's been working on it, right? Some scaffolding here. This is just to take up the extra space, because the inside of this is huge. There's Terralomops right there chilling. I have a lot of my dinos just kind of wild roaming around inside of this place. But yeah, a lot of this stuff I put up of excess storage compartments, things I built out of external resources that I might have had. Not external, extra resources, that's the way to speak. I don't know how to talk. The centralized area right here, like I said, where everything kind of comes together. There's the generator that I don't need because, you know, I forgot that wind turbines work as generators. Here we got a Carnifex right here chilling, standing guard. The Egyptian cat right here, just chilling in the middle. Very, very nice. Let's go over this way. This is going to be my animal breeding area right here. It's definitely big enough to fit anything that I would need to breed. I may need to do some adjustments and build like a higher platform up here, so that I can have the eggs drop down and farm as I did before. Or maybe I'll just build an entirely new room, I don't know. We'll have to see. Over here, we have the Plateosaurus, who are very, very busy at work making me as many of those fancy schmancy narco berries that they could possibly make. We have a lot of those pet brews now. Here is the living quarters for the workers, like the researchers and archaeologists that are inside of here. Here we have Fuzzy, again. Direwolf just chilling from our previous adventures. Over here we have the dining quarters with Larry, our favorite Lystro. He's a little sleepy right now, you have to excuse him. And Gerbozo, our Jerboa, standing on a big ball of poop, being our nice little weather forecast right here. I like that little yellow he's got on his ears. Very, very adorable. He looks thoroughly disgusted with me. There's our little kitchen area right here where you sit down to enjoy your meals. Very nice. We have a couple of Hyenodons that I tamed just to have. The Shenzi and Goofy, or whatever the hell I named the other one, I forget. Shenzi, of course, being a reference to the Lion King, those of you that didn't know. More scaffolding just to kind of take up the excess space. We have a beer storage area right here. Very nice. And we've finally collected all of the things that I've got from those loot drops that have been outrageously generous and put them all right here. Sorted out into armor, weapons, tools, saddles, and ammo. And then I have a tributes chest as well as another thing for saddles over here. Very, very nice. Then, of course, this crafting area right here, which I think is nice and quaint. This is just the perfect size for this. We have our industrial forge, which I've used quite a great bit clearing the metal out of the surrounding mountains since I built up here. We have our chemistry bench, fabricator. We have our storage area right here for blueprints. There's the smithy. I got this turret from a loot drop. I don't plan on actually using it, but I think it looks really cool. Decorative-wise here, more blueprints. This thing has all of my regular blueprints in it. I've got a lot of them. And then these 3 vaults, which are actually full, just to the brim with resources, just from the surrounding areas and the excess that I had from farming. There's our lovely thorny dragon right here. He's very, very sleepy boy right now. All these guys are sleepy. I caught him at a bad time. This is just another area with some more scaffolding, just some more space taken up. And then over here, of course, I think you saw flying by when I came in, is all my armor sets. I separated into useful and completely and totally worthless. So there you go. Of course, they're all ascended. Why did you even ask that? But yeah, there we go. That is pretty much the entirety of it. That is my new Egyptian pyramid temple themed base. Hope you like it. So now with all that rambling aside, we can fly down in here and actually take a look around at things kind of first person. There is quite a lot of space, like an obscene amount of space in here. So very much. We can add that oil from before into this. I got so much oil. You'll never guess where that came from. I'm just gonna stop telling you where I get stuff because you already know the answer. But yeah, all these are full, just to the absolute brim with resources. Thankfully, a lot of this stuff was adobe. I didn't really need to do very much. I used like wood, which is really, really cheap for me on this map, and then adobe is pretty much what I made everything out of. So getting one resource, this was honestly more time-consuming resource-wise, but I was able to kind of cut down on the amount of resources that I needed to get. Whereas my base on the island, which I'll throw up a little bit there for those of you that might not have seen it, was a combination of stone, wood, metal, thatch. I had to get a whole bunch of different stuff. On this was all nothing but adobe. And to help me with this, on the island I had my brachiosaur. Here I don't have them, but I have something that pretty much does the same thing. So let's go out our little viewport here. Cannonball into the water, right onto the red obelisk, and I'll bring out Doug Diamantidimino. This lovely fella right here. I used those veggie cakes that I'd been getting from drops to tame this fella right here. And why is this guy special? Well, I'll tell you. We'll go marching off over here into the distance. For one, this guy's basically a brachie. He has the same kind of roar. He's got that big honking snoot up there that he can yell with. But if you were to say stomp, you'll notice that he picks up a very obscene amount of stone and sand. All right, a whole lot of that. This, I mean, that's one stomp right there, and look at all this. And it gets a weight reduction. Can't say that about a Dodocurus, huh? But this guy does. Now what's even better is he's got a platform saddle, so all I did was I put a chemistry bench up over here, and I just ran around between here and the surrounding mountains on the other side. I was actually over there on the far side of my base, running around in that field stomping on all the cacti. Because this guy picks up that stuff too. We'll go up here and we'll do some farming. Here, we can do big stomp. Come on, I know you can pick him up. I picked him up while I was over there. Do you not want to pick this? Oh, there it is, it picked it up. Why did it not do it before? What the hell? I was stomping on top of him. He wasn't listening. Earthquake stomp. Here I come, big boy stomping. Stomp. Hang on, wait a minute. We're gonna do another big stomp here. Where you running from? Come back. Here, big stomp. Why do you run? Why are you running? Come back, I just want to stomp you. Why must you attempt to flee from me? I want to be your friend. And stomp. There we go, he's dead. And there's a sandstorm coming. Ah, it's terrible. But alright, you get the gist. Right, this guy can harvest all the things necessary to make clay. And of course I have my thorny dragon and my saddled Draconyx that I was able to use. This is terrible. We're gonna go ahead and not do this and run back. Maybe. Slowly work our way back to the base in the midst of a sandstorm. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But I was able to just craft a whole bunch of stuff right there. I was pumping out hundreds of pieces of all the adobe that I would need, and that guy was a very, very big help. So I highly recommend him if you are building. If you're playing Scorched Earth still. We gotta get back inside the base. You know, as much as I do like this map, I'm not gonna miss this. Though the, the weather effects on Aberration, I think, are actually kind of worse. It's, you think this place is hot, you ought to try that one. Why can't I get up? Ugh, let me up. Why? Alright, we're finally in safety. My god, that was terrible. Alright. Let's breathe. So now that we've looked at all that stuff, what do you guys want to do? I said I wanted to go to Wyvern Trench, but, kind of got, snowed out here. So, yeah, I gotta wait. I gotta wait a little bit. Because I can't run back out in that yet. Is my metal done? My metal is done. I already put it away. I don't remember these things. I spent all day yesterday and then a little bit of the day before that working on this, so it was very time-consuming. I hope you like the base. Oh. Okay. That's new. All right. I might have to cover that. That's a shame. I kind of liked having that little bit of light coming in. Oh well. But yeah, so once this sandstorm is over, we'll go and get our lovely friends from the island out and go and do some adventures with Bloodwing. I'm very excited about that. Yeah. We're gonna go wipe out that Wyvern Trench. All right, folks, here they are. Let me introduce you. For those of you that have not met them, we have Bloodbeak, the child of Bloodwing, the son, my fully damaged mutated Argentavis. I did say that I was not going to bring actual completed saddles with me to transfer between maps, just the blueprints to use with maybe excess resources that I'd collected. But here's the thing, I've already got an Ascendant RG, or an Ascendant Dinosuchus, and a Mastercraft RG saddle from loot drops on this map already, so it didn't matter. And this is Titan Slayer, this is my fully mutated Dinosuchus that I'm going to be using, of course, for one thing and one thing only, and that is going to be to solo the Manticore as high a difficulty as I can possibly get him, because I have a feeling this guy's gonna pulverize it. We're gonna do that just to do it, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and grab Bloodbeak right here. We're gonna put Titan Slayer away, and Bloodbeak has entered the arena, and we are going to be using them to clear out the Wyvern Trench. I'm very, very excited to do this. I'm gonna get so much XP, especially if I kill alphas. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so many. We're gonna put Titan Slayer up over here. You just go ahead and chill. You enjoy your new digs, my man. Enjoy, or my lady, sorry about that. My lady. What is wrong? What is the matter? You're not digging at the ground. Sandstorm already happened. You're not sniffing the air, I think that's rain. I think that means lightning storm, because I think digging at the ground is a heat wave. I don't remember what a sandstorm is, but we just had one of those. What are the odds that I get another one immediately after the first one? Like, is that even a possibility? Alright, Bloodbeak, let's get rolling here. We're out the base. We gotta move, we gotta fly. Get this guy a taste for wyvern meat. It's kind of what I'm hoping to do right now. And I'm hoping to, of course, grab some eggs, because before I leave this map, I will have... And I'm wondering what I want to do. I mean, I would like to have lightning, of course. Lightning is the priority. That thing will be coming to extinction with us, and we're gonna be doing OSDs with Lightning Wyvern. Fully mutated Lightning Wyvern with, like, everything into damage, I'm telling you. The numbers that pop up. Oh, it's beautiful. I've had them before. I had them on Evolved. I actually went to Ragnarok on Evolved and tamed a whole bunch of Lightning Wyverns there and made my breeding pen in like a castle-type build up on that ledge where I'd mentioned I'd built before, overlooking that swamp castle. Or not really swamp castle, I guess. The castle that leads into the carnivorous caverns. I used that. That was cool. So we're gonna fly up over the edge here, and we're gonna see what kind of trouble I can get into. Hopefully Bloodwing doesn't die, then I'm gonna have to go back to the island and breed more. I could have sworn that I brought a breeding pair for this and, Titan Slayer. I don't remember where it went, though. There's been some issues with that, as far as I can tell. It doesn't really seem to want to work right. So, unfortunately, I might have to go back and use the tribute terminals that Dino Depot is able to be, because the actual, like, beacon that I wanted to use, what is it called? The transmitter? That and the actual like, obelisk terminals, they're not working right. Because you can only put 25 items in them to transfer, so that's it. You have to take everything out and move it incrementally, which is annoying. But then also, like, I don't know. It just seems a little weird. I don't know. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. For right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Wyvern Trench. Right over here. Colosseum's right over there, by the way. That was a candidate for base building at one point. So it was, like, back on this end of it, but I didn't want wyverns to come up and say hello, so... Alright, Bloodwing. Or Bloodbeak. I keep calling you the wrong name. Let's go meet some wyverns. Lightning Wyvern, why are you running away? And it's dead. Just like that. Chomp, chomp, chomp. We're gonna be eating as many of them talons as we can get. Like I said, we're gonna be going and soloing the Manticore at some point. Yeah, oh, that's floating rocks. Never mind, I thought that was something. Come here, you sweet little extraordinary kibble, you. Oh yeah. Now they're all mad at me. Alright, where are they? I know they gotta be on the way. Where are they at? Ugh. Pyromane. Disgusting. If I didn't want to blow myself up with fire, I would go over there and take a look at it. What, where are all the wyverns at, man? See one down there. There's a couple of them down there. I was gonna say, give me some kind of a challenge, man. Don't make this too easy on me. Poison wyverns down there. I saw fire. I know there's a cave down here you can go inside of. That'd be kind of cool. There's nothing there. There's another wyvern. Is that an alpha? Or is that just a regular fire? That's a regular fire. Poison, I want you to die first. It's a low level, but that poison blast can damage me on the back of my mount. And I don't want to deal with that in any capacity. Yeah, that's cute. Big damage you do there. Yeah, there we go. Nice and meaty. Hello, Mr. Fire. I want to eat you. Would you like to be in my stomach? You look like you would. Yum, yum, yum. Here comes the lightning. I can smell it. There we go. It's another one down. Big fire. We're gonna have to land incrementally, but this guy is gonna shred through these. I have cleared this whole entire area out with a Rhinignatha before, and it is the most brain-dead easy thing in the world to do. Hello, you look stuck. It's alright, I'll help you. There you go. We'll get you out of there. Ooh, a 160. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. You're pretty meaty, man. Taking a while to die there, dude. Alright. What else we got? Any eggs around here for that 160? Or did you not get the pleasure of finding some fine wyvern ladies to make some babies with? Doesn't look like it. What do we got down here? An egg? No, no egg. Where are all the eggs? Oh my god, I forgot how terrible it was actually finding eggs for good wyverns on this map. They do not make it easy for you. Where's that cave that's down here? Did anybody know about that cave that was in this trench down here? I'm sure everybody did, but I didn't know about it up until relatively recently. Oh, there's a good one. Are you a good one? Please be the... Ah, it's a 35! Ugh, why? Where's the good eggs? All the weak ones are making babies. Gonna eat ya. Gonna get you in my belly, be my dinner. You're gonna taste so good. Love me some wyvern in my belly. Alright, a little bit more extraordinary kibble. We'll be using you to tame all kinds of good stuff later. Take that, take that, take that, take that. Anything else? I saved the sulfur. I should probably save the sulfur. And giant wyvern flying in from out of the corner of my screen in 3, 2, 1. Come to Papa. You know, I don't understand. Look at that shadow mane. Not shadow mane, sorry. I get them confused sometimes between it and something that's actually good. Alright. Oh, is that it right down there? This is it. This is the cave. I found it. This is the cave that you can go inside of. I think you can fly in there. I'm pretty sure. I hope it doesn't auto-dismount me. If it does, I'll be upset. But yeah, this isn't an artifact cave, but it is a cave. Full of monsters that you can kill. This was a candidate for building at 1.2, and I know what you're thinking. This looks wildly hostile. Why on earth would you want to build inside of this? Let me show you. Because once you get to the end of it, it actually isn't so bad. You just gotta kind of work your way around. I think you can get loot drops in here, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure you can. This could have been an artifact cave. Take a look, right here. Water. Right inside. So if you need a nice little place to kind of hide from the wyverns. Also, there's a Bob's Tall Tales thing in here, which I think I did know about. Pretty sure I collected that. Yep, I did. So now we're gonna be lotting of XP. I mean, look at that XP down there at the bottom right. Didn't it start at like 7,000? Now check it out. No loot drops, but we are kind of chilling here. I think it goes back even farther in. I think this might be the end. It'd be kind of cool if there was like a mini boss or something chilling in here, you know? Like a tiny titan, maybe. Put a Magmasaur in here as a reference to Genesis 1. Not that you could actually tame it, just like a lone Magmasaur chilling in the fire. Since, you know, Magmasaurs, I think in the lore they were supposed to be on Scorched Earth as part of the simulation, but they just didn't put them here. They caused too much widespread devastation, I think. Which, you know, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, there we go. It's a nice little side thing to visit. You can refill your water, you can get some food. You know, take a little bit of a break if you have to. Flying around inside of this place. I thought you could get loot drops. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I have seen them in here before. So come back and look incrementally. You might find something. Coordinates for the cave entrance, if you're wondering, are about 68, 7, and 13, kinda, sorta, in this roundabout area here. I might mark it. That way I can always find it. All right. We're good. Let's get back out of here and get back to Wyverning. I know what you're thinking, though. You're not supposed to be using this kind of stuff to get through here. It's so much easier for you. You're cheating. Listen, I worked really hard to sit there AFK inside my breeding farm on the island and wait for these to make babies, okay? It was really hard for me to sit there and play games on my phone while doing nothing at all waiting for this thing to make a baby with the right mutation, okay? I had to work hard with that. All right, we are actually getting lots of levels from this now. Up here comes another one. Trying to get me while I'm sorting my inventories, yes? I don't think so. Yeah, we're gonna get this is gonna be really, really good for dragon hordes. I'm telling you. I am gonna have so much good stuff. And then I gotta get my, my blueprint maker out, which you saw, I think, maybe kinda sorta there. At the end, the epilogue there, what was supposed to be for the island. I did have a Heliocoprion, which you can drop on this map, you can. You can find water deep enough for them. 100% able to do that. So I can turn all the Scorched Earth stuff into blueprints, which I'm definitely gonna do, because I'm gonna take that to Aberration, because I know about the sneaky place on that map where you can find a loot drop in a cave that gives you Scorched Earth stuff. I know about something that you don't. I mean, you might know. There's a possibility, I guess. But I'll pretend you don't, because it makes me feel good about myself. All right, what do we got here? 190 Wyvern Egg. 185! Hey, that's what I'm talking about. 43 health and 42 damage, too. Oh my god. I'm cheesing my crackers right now, I'm telling you. Oh my god, that's beautiful. We're gonna keep you, 100%. That is awesome. So I got 3 eggs, I think, right? 3 eggs. Got 2 a fire. Yep, That was your daily incantation. We have a fire and 2 lightning. And 1 really good lightning, so we are cruising. Now, if I can get 1 more, hopefully that drops me twins. If it does, if it drops me a male and a female, oh, that'd be beautiful. Now, where's Mama at, huh? That's a pretty big level egg right there, and I don't see Mama. I do have my Ascendant Longneck, but I don't have a Griffin on this map, unlike Ragnarok, so I don't really know what I can use to knock them out. There's a poison wyvern egg. We take all the eggs. I don't need to take all the eggs, I understand that, but I like having the kibble that you can get from them. Since I have the ability to make all the stuff, we're gonna go ahead and put them there. I used to be afraid that these guys would eat them. Like, they would 100% eat the eggs. That terrified me. I was like, oh my god, if I put them in there, they're gonna eat them, so I had to carry them in my inventory, so I was constantly dropping stuff and digging through to try to sort it out, to make space for the 900 pounds of eggs that I wanted to carry back to the base, because I was terrified to put them in my RG. There's not really anything down here. Where are all of the wyverns? They found out Bloodbeak was coming and they ran away screaming. What can I say? If I can get a male and a female to breed, I'm telling you right now, by the next episode, I will spend all day playing. And I will have a fully mutated wyvern by the end of the next video. I'm telling you, it'll be done. It will be done. I'll do it. I'll make it happen. This is like hit or miss with it with everything else on this map, where you go into the caves one time, nothing in there. You go back for a return trip, and everything in their mother spawned. So I'm betting next time that I come over here, there might be a few more wyverns than there are this time, but that's fine. I'll happily take advantage of it this time. That's gonna piss them off, I think. We might actually have a real fight on our hands. Which is fine with me, because I actually want one. I do want to fight these things. I want to test Bloodwing's capabilities. Oh, there's one, right there. I see it. Yep, he's coming. And he's gonna miss most of his attack, because he's dumb. Too bad, need him. Is that a high level? Not really. 2 hits and it's already bloody, that means it must not be. There we go. Yep, you're dead. If I get a few more of these talons, I might be able to at least go and do, like, the Gamma version today. It'd be funny if I fight the Gamma Manticore today. That's just, we'll fight all 3 versions. I will do that just for, because why not, you know what I mean? But Yeah, that'd be funny if I got enough today. We'll take Titan Slayer over there and we'll make a fool of the Gamma Manticore. Maybe that'll be my challenge. Since I had to fight 4 bosses on the island, I cannot leave the map until I fight all 3 versions of the bosses. I mean, I already have to do that on Extinction anyway, don't I? There's a Lightning Wyvern egg. Absolute garbage stats, but, you know, it is what it is. Must have been that weak little wyvern I murdered up there. I'm so upset I didn't get an alpha yet. That is such a bummer. That's gonna be the only way that I can imprint these things. I have to do it. Never mind, I hit the end. Well, that's a shame. Well, that's our haul this time. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs. And we have 5 lightning talons, 1 poison, and 3 fire. Which I think means we can in fact not fight the Gamma Manticore. Because I think you need 2 of each. Bummer. I'm very certain that I could solo it with a Dinosuchus though, because the thing's got like no health. And if it does work, the bleed works in flight, like I've heard it works on Nunatak on Ragnarok, then yeah, this could be pretty good. He takes off into the air and the flying won't save him. It will not save him. I don't know how the bleed works against golems though, I'm curious. If it does, that's neat, but I don't know. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fly back through the trench right now, see if I can find any more eggs or any more wyverns to kill, and then we'll head back to the base, and yeah, I don't really know what to do from there. Well, we're at the end. There's another egg up there, but there were hardly any wyverns, and very, very few eggs. This is the only other egg we got, so it's 150, but it is poison, so it sucks. By default, it's bad. It is a shame that poison wyverns didn't get a nice buff. I would have really hoped that they did to make them more in line, like utility-wise, to the other wyverns, but I guess it is what it is. It's a shame, because they're my favorite looking wyverns, but they're so subpar compared to the other 2. I mean, they're still good as far as dinos go, but they're not great. Alright, well, that's it. We got them all. So, yeah, I guess that's that. We're gonna head back up to the base and figure out what to do next. Alright. Go inside the base here, drop down, and we're gonna, I guess we'll put these eggs into storage, because unfortunately I have no use for them. Alright, all those are in there for right now. We will take the rest of that prime meat. Not only 84 of it, not very much. Throw it in there and cook it, because we're gonna need it. Get that rolling. Hello, Gerbozo. Nice to see you. Just rub your body, you're so cute. I love him. Larry, keep up the good work. You see, this is what I'm talking about where the problem arises. You see that Eudorannus over there? This is kind of really causing me problems. Kind of annoying. Every time it attacks one of these guys, they get temperamental and start stomping. Gonna blow my damn base up if I'm not careful. I'm gonna have to put turrets up everywhere. What are you doing now? Look at this guy. Look at this dork. Get out of here. Shoot you in the face. Here he comes. Catch. Nom nom nom. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, I forgot completely though. We gotta put our lovely Daedon over here. For those of you that don't know, this map doesn't have Phiomia on it. But these guys work the same way Phiomia do if you feed them stimberries. They'll rapid fire poo, so stock up that food, keep it nice and high. Give him stimberries, he'll be good to go. Works the same way. So, damn you stole my paint? Oh, there he goes. There we go. Very effective. Yeah. Alright, so I forgot I made a little bit of an oopsie daisy. I can put these talons in there, but we're still missing one of the artifacts, and I'm not gonna run off and go do that right now. So, we're just gonna hold off for the time being. Titan Slayer Jr. is gonna sit here and patiently await their opportunity to murder everything that moves. Just set it to aggressive and have it go around and start killing everything. Because it will, because it's got all the mutations it needs. Go have it kill some wyverns and really level it up, but yeah. So I guess to end it off, make it kind of a little bit more interesting, we are gonna go out and we are going to, we're gonna throw this experience into Titan Slayer actually. Because we have the opportunity for another Dragon Horde key. Very nice. It did get you another level. Hell yeah. Another Ascendant Dragon Horde. So where are we going? All the way over there. God damn it. Okay. Alright, we shall head across the map and see what is inside this lovely horde. And in the meantime, we will grab all of the necessary loot drops that might pop up should they appear and look useful. Alright, we're in the vicinity. Here we go. Where's the horde at? Where's that Dragon Horde? Come on, bring it to me. Bring it to me. There it is. There's the Dragon Horde. Look at that beauty right there. All right. Give me something good. Give me something good. We want something good. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, what? An Ascended Tech Railgun, Ascended Snow Owl Saddle, Fur Chest Piece, Bronto Saddle, 31 Exceptional Kibble, 21 Lazarus Chowder, 38 Rocket Propelled Grenades, and a whole mess of Flame Arrows. That's ridiculous. Really? A tech railgun? I can't get this thing until I beat Rockwell, can I? I was gonna say, I don't even think I can use it. Yeah, I don't even have the ability to use this thing. I cannot use this until I defeat Rockwell. So what am I gonna do with this thing? Oh, that's so silly. I'm gonna have to grind it, because I have no use for it. What am I gonna do with it? Either that or save it until I get to extinction. Which I'm definitely doing with this. I don't care. I know I didn't get it from the map, but I'm saving it. I am. I said I would save blueprints. We're gonna have an Ascended Snow Owl saddle right away at the start of extinction. That's awesome. These Dragon Horde drops, I'm telling you, if you're not taking advantage of them in your own game, you're just missing out. Alright, let's head back to the base. We'll wrap it up there. Alright, folks, well, that's that. Finally back home, sweet home. We'll take care of putting all this stuff in its respective loot cases later. But yeah, welcome Titan Slayer Jr. and Bloodbeak to Scorched Earth. They have now touched down on 2 separate arcs. Very exciting. We're gonna be taking this little dragon friend here with us. I might actually start breeding them. Big ol' support creature for me in my cave runs and boss fights and all that. But yep, with all that said and done, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it an episode here. So if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. So, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you have a good one of those, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.